Remember, friends, we've talked about it many times. The test of a prophet means if you're wrong even once, you're not in communication with divine sources. If anything, you may be in communication with demonic sources because they deceive people. They lie. Angels and God doesn't lie to their prophets. His prophecies have already been wrong. In the first book, it says that Ascension is going to come by Memorial Day of 2025. Well, that came and went, and there's been no Ascension. So how is he still selling these fucking books to morons, not acknowledging that his prophecies have failed completely?
I recommend you order that. I myself ended up receiving similar Edgar Casey type of contacts. It's a big part of what I do. I use the remote viewing protocols to try to make it as accurate as possible.
And you've been completely inaccurate. You've completely and totally fucked yourself by putting a hard date out there. May of 2025, Ascension, mass arrests, open ET contact. None of that shit happened. So does that mean your books are just filled with lies and you're still selling books filled with lies, false predictions, fake psychic prophecies that don't ever pan out, and you're still selling them to stupid people on the internet, you moron?
So again, the link for that is on the description, and we now have it down at $144.
Oh, discount bullshit. It's half price bullshit now.
Really, really helps me out if you could order that.
Yeah, it really helps me out because then I just send you a PDF of my nonsensical 5 books of rambling nonsense for your $144. So it costs him exactly nothing. Maybe you get a free rock with them now. I don't know.
And in the link on today's show, we also have a donation link.
Now he's asking for donations. What donations? Is that, are you asking for donations for your charity where you spent most of the money on yourself and you didn't do any charitable work? He collected, I think, a few $100,000 in non-taxable charitable donations. And he spent the money, allegedly or apparently, on his studio in his basement where he does for-profit streams. So congratulations, you fucking morons that donated money to his charity, because he took that money and allegedly or apparently bought expensive cameras, computers, equipment, microphones, lighting, and more, and software, thousands of dollars worth of software. And then instead of doing charitable work with that stuff that he purchased, he's doing for-profit streams for his for-profit company with the same equipment, which, by the way, David Wilcock, is completely and totally highly illegal. We have the clips of you saying that you bought all that equipment for your streams with the charity donations, you moron. You publicly stated that you're breaking the law.
We really could use your help financially right now. So please, if there is any way.
It's tough living in a $2.8 million mansion. Well, he's trying to get 2.8 for it. And by the way, I just want to say publicly on the record again that bitches buy cabins. Men build cabins, David Wilcock. You're not a man. You're a bitch. Only a bitch would buy a log cabin already built. Only a bitch would. Well, not really. I mean, maybe if you get an old fixer-upper and you're going to restore it. But David Wilcock is about as handy as a child, right? He wouldn't even go to that home in New York and fix whatever was broken. You know, he just sold it as is. And everybody knows when you sell a home as is, you take a huge loss. All right, let's see what else this moron has to say in his pitch, trying to scam morons out of money.
That you could make a donation. It would be really great.
Make a donation. What are we donating for? We're donating so that you could live in $1 million mansion and not have to work more than 1 day a week. Uncle Sam will get his cut one way or the other, says Chill Station 7. I agree. Archaic Revival is here and says, all praise Mrs. Truthseeker. Yeah, she's great. She's awesome. Somebody said that the show was late because we were having a meeting. No, not today, I don't think. We'll see. I don't know. You know, maybe later. We'll see what happens. Patty says they will freeze everything. Well, especially if somebody were to tip off the IRS that he's doing this shell game trying to hide the money from them. You know, I think that they're just going to seize the money. We'll see.
I am hoping to get a new launch going here. but I've had a great deal of difficulty in my personal life just with insomnia. As you know, that's been a factor. Dan Brown.
Okay, if you don't need to go to a job every day, right, at a certain time, is insomnia really a problem? I mean, eventually you'll pass out. You might stay awake for 2 days straight. I've had bouts of insomnia where I stayed awake for 2 days at a time and then finally crashed out. But if you don't have like a job that you need to go to every day, how is insomnia a big problem? You could just sleep all day. In fact, when the animal control people came, it was 3:30 p.m. He was in his bedroom sleeping at 3:30 p.m. in the afternoon.
Brown's new novel, The Secret of Secrets, gets into how consciousness works. Jim Garrigus, thank you for the donation. See if I missed
The only time he smiles.
We had another one here.
When he gets a donation, look at him. He gets so happy.
The kitten. I won't say
free
the whole
money,
thing.
free money.
My 6-year-old son started astrally traveling, recently went to his favorite toy store and felt as if there was a giant magnet pulling him out into space. Then he went back into his body. Do you know what would cause this feeling?
Yeah, you're a fucking wackadoo, maybe? Listen to that wackadoo. My son started astrally traveling and he traveled to his favorite toy store. This is crazy talk, friends.
Very interesting. Hey, bro, Jesus Christ is real, says Taylor Hibble. I totally agree. What would cause this feel? I mean, yeah, it's spiritual influences. Anita Constant asked the question with the donation, is gaining unusual confidence a sign of DNA changes? I would say yes. Love you, David, to the moon. All right. So if you eat so clean, why do you have insomnia? Well, there's different reasons for that, but
he's worried about a scam coming crashing down. He's worried that he might have to get a fucking job. That's what he's worried about. You know, anxiety can cause depression. Anxiety can cause insomnia. I think that he can't sleep at night because he's like, man, my scam is coming crashing down. And like Steve Cambion says, I only have 93 more days to scam these morons in my audience before they're going to know that I fucking scammed them again. So I think he's got insomnia because he knows his scam is ending and he might have to work for a living someday.
One of the main ones is sobriety. I'm completely sober now. And in the process, the body has to readjust. So I think that's a big part of it.
Okay. So you stopped smoking weed like that. He wants like big points. Like, it's not like you were a meth addict or a heroin addict. You know, cannabis is not even physically addictive. And if you do quit, if you are a heavy cannabis user and you quit, you'll experience some insomnia and some irritability, but it goes away very quickly.
And it's, you know, it's just taking
maybe he was psychologically dependent on it. Who knows?
A while, but yes, I am over a month now. I don't know exactly what day it is. It might be like day 35 or something like that. But
oh, he might have not smoked pot for a whole 35 days.
It's supposedly up to 45 days where this can still happen. And
so yeah, you only got 10 more days of not being able to sleep well. Shut up. Stop crying, you little bitch.
I'm very glad to be clean. I don't think I'm ever.
I love how he's crying for donations. Come on, guys. I got insomnia because I'm not smoking weed anymore. Give me some money. He uses anything as an excuse to fundraise. Come on, guys. I'm 35 days sober. Give me some money.
We're going to have an issue with this again. I'm going to stay right where I want. So Cindy J donated $50. That is awesome. Thank you so much. And she says, thank you for continuing to share your light and wisdom. Glad you are rested. You are
what light? What wisdom? His fucking predictions are all wrong, you morons, right? Is he still sniffing the powder? Maybe that's why he's having trouble sleeping. Maybe he quit the nose candy. There used to be a Leather Strip song called Nose Candy. Well, there still is, I'm sure. I remember that song. Nose candy. Da-na-na-na-na-na. He's on the nose candy. Trolly troll troll with one for the goal. Maybe you should pass this on to Wilcock. No, fuck Wilcock. That's my money, bitch. I'm keeping it. Thank you, Trolly troll troll, who's been a longtime show supporter, big show support. All right, let's continue with the clips here.
Very calming today, and this is very good for our world. Thank you, Sydney. And Kate Picker donated $20. Thank you very much. So
I love how he calls them donations. They're donations.
Well, yeah. So Harlan Bell, I'm over 32 years clean and sober. You can only sleep for about 4 hours at a time. You know, where I am right now, it's nothing that I did was illegal. Okay. I was just using cannabis, and sometimes it was edibles, you know, whatever. But the point is I'm off of it completely. And I was using it in the past.
Wouldn't an angel tell you not to use cannabis because that might cloud your judgment, cloud your psychic visions? I would think. I don't know.
Talked about this on my show. It's not a secret.
Maybe angels like cannabis. Who knows?
But you know, it's a fight to get off of it, and that's, I think, the main thing I'm dealing with. We talked about other things as well. It could be involved. Have to clean up any type of mouse activity that I have.
Yeah, apparently David Wilcock's house and garage are infested with mice. He's ignored the problem for years. Go talk to anybody who's had mice in their house for years. Do you know how much damage that does? They're probably eating the insulation inside the walls. They're probably chewing on the electrical wires, which could cause real problems. And in fact, a lot of people don't know this, but if you have a wood home, like a log cabin, and you have a fire, 9 times out of 10, the cause of the fire is mice that get in and chew the wires and stuff. And that causes shorts, which causes fires. So he's basically living in a death trap, letting mice infest his home. And that's sad.
That could potentially cause it. There's various factors, but I'm getting better all the time, and that's an important thing. Seska Matilda donated $200.
Jesus Christ. What a bunch of more. Get those morons over to my show.
Thank you very, very much. We need to see more of those. And again,
yeah, we need more of those. Yeah, I need more of those.
Please, if you can, go to the donation link on my website, divinecosmos.com.
Yeah, donate so that I can give you false hope that Ascension is coming in 2025 when it's never going to fucking happen. I'm just going to keep your money. And what are these people donating $200 to him? Do they live in a $10 million mansion so that it can help this poor guy who's living in a $2.8 million mansion? It's ridiculous.
If there is any possibility, if there's somebody out there who could drop a large donation, that would really, really help us out right now. It would.
Listen to that. He's fishing for a whale. 200 isn't enough. He just gets a $200 donation. And he immediately asked for a bigger than $200 donation. The pure greed of this guy is ridiculous.
$100. Thank you very, very much. We need to see more of those. And again, please, if you can, go to the donation link on my website. I need whales
to give me thousands. Hundreds aren't doing it anymore, guys.
If there's somebody out there who could drop a large donation, that would really, really help us out right now. It would be so amazing. We've had some people do that in the past. And I really need it right now.
I really need the money, guys. I really need that money. I really, really do.
Truth seekers exposing the truth. Truth seekers coming for you. Truth seekers exposing the lies. Truth seekers, open your eyes. They lie again. Have you had your fill? Let go of lies. Take your second red pill. I know you've had your fill. It's time to take your second red pill. I know you've had your fill. It's time to take your second red pill. I know you've had your fill. It's time to take your second red pill. Truth seekers exposing the truth. Truth seekers coming for you.